Who is the secret weapon to the Indianapolis Colts in the 2024 season? I'm going to tell you who on this, the No Horsing Around podcast. So, who, as the title says, right? Who is the secret weapon? Who could be a secret weapon for the Indianapolis Colts going into the 2024 season? And I'm going to tell you who. And it has, it's ironic that a lot of people make fun of this, but I've got my Eric Ebron shirt on, who was the last, game breaking tight end that the Colts had, right? I'm going to go tight end. It's Jelani Woods. So 2 years ago, when the Colts drafted him, first of all, my former co-host Zach actually did it in his mock draft, called them drafting Jelani Woods. So shout out to him. Secondly, as soon as we drafted him, I think I felt like we both really beat the drum to watch what he could do. We saw glimpses of that in his rookie season, right? We kind of saw a little bit of what he could do. You're talking about, he had, what did he have? He had 3 touchdowns his rookie season, 2 of which came in a win against the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns, right? Heck of a game he had when it came to the Chiefs. Overall, he had 25 receptions, 312 yards, and 3 touchdowns. We felt pretty good about him. Now, why do you feel pretty good about him when you're looking? Coming in when the Colts drafted him, you're talking about a 6'7", 259-pound tight end. They ran a 4.6 40 in the draft at the combine. It's fast, physical, huge. Also, still learning the position, right? Believe it or not, he was a quarterback, he was a wide receiver, and then finally kind of settled into tight end his last year at Virginia, right? And Virginia, 598 yards, 8 touchdowns his last year there. But why do I think let's remove the measurables, right? Which is hard to do. The guy is just a physical freak. And we're coming off of a completely lost season, right? He has a hamstring issue. He misses all of training camp. I didn't get to see him when I went to training camp, which was kind of sad. I wanted to see him. Continued to be out. Looked like he might be on track to get back. Then something happened, re-injured, had to have a season-ending surgery on that hamstring, right? All signs this offseason have pointed towards he is fully healthy. You've heard stories that it's kind of like this freak thing that really caused this season-ending hamstring issue that resulted in a surgery, right? So you get to the offseason right now and the OTAs and the mandatory. We have the mandatory one coming up this week. He's been at all of them, and Steichen has even discussed, hey, he's been making some really good plays out there on the field, him and A.D. Mitchell, but Steichen specifically named him. Now, why do we think that Steichen could kind of develop him into this secret weapon? One, he's secret because everyone's damn near forgot about him because he didn't play last year, right? That's part of it. And we've all kind of said, everybody has discussed this, that you look at his measurables, you look at what he's looked at on the field, you get the feeling of, in the tight end room, which is crowded, it's you've got him, Will Mallory, Kylan Granson, Mo Alley Cox. You've got kind of Ogletree. You've got kind of a crowded room, but of the consensus is in Colts media and Colts content and everything is that if you're looking for that game-breaking tight end, it's just Jelani. Size, speed, hands, skill, things like that, right? So you combine people have forgotten about him with what the glimpses we got to see of him in his rookie season, fully healthy looking right now, and then you're plopping him down into an offense that wants to involve the tight end. Look at Steichen. Look at what he's done. Well, look what he did with the Eagles, Dallas Goedert, right? Like, that's an all-pro tight end. He likes to get the tight ends involved. And let's also look at the quarterback that he's playing with, right? Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, I love him. You love him. There is the possibility to have slight accuracy issues. So the bigger body tight ends, the bigger they are, could be a good thing. Safety blanket for him. You saw that he liked going to Will Mallory. He liked going to Ogletree when he was there and he was healthy. He liked going to Kylan Granson too, right? You put in this game-breaking tight end, I think that you're looking at something that could be extremely special, right? It would not shock me if healthy, if he. I'm gonna say this, and I feel like someone's gonna call me out on it. He's a double-digit touchdown tight end. Like, you just look, because he's just a red zone mismatch nightmare. You combine that with the RPO game and his ability to run and get open. I mean, I think you're looking at a double-digit touchdown tight end. I really do. And that's tough because when we start breaking down and we get closer to the season, right, we're going to discuss what predictions are for some of these players. And, I want to sit there and be like, well, Joshua Downs could have 1,000 yards. Michael Pittman Jr. is going to probably get 1,000 yards. I think A.D. Mitchell is going to have a really good season. Is there enough balls to go around? And is Anthony accurate enough and healthy enough to hit them all, right? But when we're specifically looking at Jelani Woods, absolutely, as the title says, he is an X factor, a secret weapon to this offense. And I think he's going to have an amazing year. I want to know what you guys think about this. Am I bonkers? Am I off the wall crazy when I'm looking at this? Am I on point? I want to hear it. I want you guys to drop it into the comments and tell me what you think, right? I mean, you look at his year in 2022, he averaged 12 yards per catch, right? I mean, that's kind of bonkers a little bit when you think about it. I mean, he's averaging over a first down per catch. I feel like he's going to have a really good year. I really, really do. I expected it last year. He was the person that I said would make a huge jump in year 2. Obviously, that didn't happen because he got hurt. But I want to hear from you guys. Like I said, put it in the comments, right? And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, join the family, do all those great things, and be on the lookout. We got some fun stuff coming. And remember, I love you. I know the Colts love you. I'm out.